Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Horizon 5 Update Series 5. So this update will have the theme of Horizon Rush Festival, and in this update we are going to see some changes made to the map also. For starters, we will see 60 new PR stunts being added to the game. Some of them will be permanent and the others are going to be a special event, to call it in a way. And some of them also are going to be put together, like for example we're going to see some ramps and other kind of stuff scattered around the map for us to make those PR stunts. And also we're going to see a makeover of the stadium. In this upgrade that the stadium is going to have, we're going to see some ramps and also some parabolics for us to mess around with our cars. And it will also have destroyable objects and for us to add on our skill chain and make a really big skill chain ability. Another new thing that is going to be added in the game is going to be a special event in which we are going to be able to use the carnival car. As you may know, the carnival car was a special car that we only used in expedition of the Horizon Rush Festival, and this car is going to be the upgraded version that we get to drive in the second part of the expedition. As we know, the car is pretty fast and pretty good handling, considering the size of the car, and we're going to be able to race against other carnival cars. And as we can see in the gameplay that is being played right now, we see that the actual race is a cross-country race, and it will be very interesting to see how the race goes, and I cannot wait to play it. The developers also mentioned that they are going to fix some issues regarding Forza Horizon 5. For example, one of the ones that they mentioned is going to be the photo mode. In photo mode there was a glitch in which the time of the day will actually run while you are in the photo mode, and they say that they are going to fix that problem in this update. Also, they are going to fix a bug that was previously being found on previous festival playlists. As for example, there were some objectives that you couldn't actually achieve, that they were bugged actually. So they will actually give you the completion of that challenge that you could not actually complete in previous updates. Moving on with the cars, there are actually 9 new cars added into the game in this update, and we're going to start with the free ones. The first car is the Mini Cooper Forza Edition, and as we can see, this Mini Cooper is based on the classic Mini, and this Mini Cooper will have some unique upgrades. As we can see, it has a special body kit, and it will also have an engine swap, as it will now be an electric car. And this car is mainly to be used as a stunt car. Next we have the KTM Expo GT4. This KTM is a modified version of the KTM that we already have in the game. As we can see, the car has a windshield and a roof. We know that the one that we already have in the game do not have a roof and a windshield. However, this car isn't new to the Horizon series. It has actually been present in previous games. However, the developers are returning the car to the game. Moving up, we have the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. As we can see, this 4Runner is Well, if you don't know, the 4Runner is actually one of the most capable off-roaders that Toyota produces. And as we can see, this version is even a little bit more capable in off-road, as it has been modified by TRD. TRD is the Toyota Racing division in Toyota, and they modify cars in order to make them a little bit better in the specific field of that car. And the next car that we're going to talk about is the novel M600. This novel was actually also in previous games as the KTM, however is now returning to the game. And as we can see, this car is pretty nice looking. It is also a British car, and it also was previously in the hypercar class. However, we do not know if this car is going to be in the hypercar class right now because of the lack of power that the car has. For example, if I am not mistaken, the car has around 600 horsepower, which will be like the least amount of horsepower in the hypercar class. And however, it is also one of the lightest hypercars if it is going to be released as a hypercar. And to finalize the three cars, we are going to have the 2020 Nissan GT-R Nismo. So Nismo is the sportier division of Nissan, as the name suggests, is Nissan Motorsports. And this car is going to be available for us to unlock on the week 4 of this playlist. And the car has some major upgrades to it, as a new suspension, turning more horsepower than the normal one, and it also has a little bit less weight to it. And also it has a little bit more downforce thanks to all the body kit parts that Nismo put into this car. Continuing with car pass cars. So as we all know, car pass cars are actually DLC cars that you need to pay money for them. And for starters, we are going to have a very exciting car, and it is the Ferrari 488 Challenge. So this car is actually a race version of the normal 488 GTB. However, it is not completely a race version of the car, mainly because it has some assists that real GT3 and GTE cars have, as we can and this car do not have that lack of assistance. So it is very kind to newcomers into what's motorsport real life. And as we can see, the car is very menacing, and it also really looks like a GT car. Then we have the Tundra TRD Pro. As we can see, this is based on the Toyota Tundra from 2020, and this car is actually made to compete against the Ford Raptor, as it also has some off-road upgrades to it. And as we can see, it was also tuned up by TRD, and well, it is a very nice looking truck. However, I do think that there is one bad side of this truck, and that is that it is the outdated version, to call it in a way, because for 2022 they redesigned the Toyota Tundra like very bigly. They really made a new truck, and it shows in the look and technology that the new TRD Tundra has. For our third car, we have the Monster M400. However, this is a special version of the Monster M400. As we can see, this version is the track version of the car. As we can see, it has a very big rear wing, and it also has a front splitter and some rear diffusers to help on the aerodynamics of the car and produce a little bit more of downforce in order to take corners in faster ways. And also it has a very stripped out car in comparison to the normal Motor M400. And to finish up with these cars, we are going to see the third generation Mustang SBO. So this Mustang was made in a time where the United States was living a fuel crisis, and in response to that crisis, manufacturers from the United States, they tried to make fuel savers, and in response to that they even made a Mustang with a 4-cylinder engine, and the market wasn't very keen on the idea of a 4-cylinder Mustang, so they tried everything in order to pump sales up, and they created this special version of the third generation Mustang, and they only made 1,000 examples. As we can see, it's very nice looking actually, for the lesser looking Mustang ever, and it also has a little bit more power than the normal Mustang of third generation, and yeah, it's a nice addition, I guess. It adds a little bit of variety to the game. And that's everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoy it, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope this information was helpful for you, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.